The procedure for dividing polynomials is very, very similar to the procedure for dividing integers. So the first thing I'm going to do is rewrite the way these two polynomials are written here, and I'm going to rewrite them like this. 2x squared plus x. I'm going to divide that into the polynomial 8x cubed minus 6x squared minus 4x minus 8. If we were dividing whole numbers, we would ask, how many times does this number go into this one? So I'll ask the same question for polynomials. How many times does 2x squared go into 8x cubed? And the answer is 2x. The next step in the algorithm is to multiply, just like it was with integers. So I'm going to multiply 2x times this polynomial, 4x, so I get 8x cubed plus 4x squared. If you recall, when you were learning how to divide numbers, you were told that you had to keep the digits lined up carefully. The same goes true here. I want to keep the x cubes in a column, the x squares in a column, etc. The next step is to subtract, and this we have to be very, very careful of. I'm going to subtract the bottom polynomial from the top polynomial. So if I subtract 8x cubed from 8x cubed, I get 0. If I subtract, you can think of it as changing the sign on the 4x squared from negative 6x squared, I'm going to get negative 10x squared. Again, what I'm doing, you can think of it as changing the sign here and then combining. Whichever way you want to think about it, you must be careful with the signs. The next step is to drop down the 4x term. Notice the similarity between this and long division of numbers. Now I start the algorithm again. I say, how many times does 2x squared go into negative 10x squared? We get negative 5. Again, multiplying, negative 10x squared minus 5x. Notice the columns are lined up. I'm going to subtract again. If I subtract negative 10x squared, it becomes positive 10x squared. Combine there, I get 0, which is what I'm supposed to be getting. If I subtract negative 5x, this becomes positive 5x minus 4x is positive x. Bring down the 8. Now I ask the question, how many times does 2x squared go into x? And that doesn't work. This polynomial is of degree smaller than this degree, so we stop now. So that says that 4x minus 5 is the quotient, and x minus 8 is the remainder. We would use the same vocabulary if we were dividing numbers. So I could say 2x squared plus x goes into this polynomial 4x minus 5 times with a remainder of x minus 8.